Now I'm warning you, this is not hockey analytics for beginners. Mostly because everybody in the analytics community hates what I have to say. Let's talk about one such example. What are the odds of the Toronto Maple Leafs winning the Stanley Cup this season? Huh? What'd you say? Before you find out if you're right, I'm warning you guys. If you agree with me by the end of this video, please hit subscribe. And if you don't agree with me, will you still hit subscribe? Okay, now back to the topic at hand. What are the odds the Toronto Maple Leafs will win the Stanley Cup this year? Well, what does odds really mean? Odds are technically a measurement of how likely a particular outcome will happen compared to all other possible outcomes. I know that's a lot, but let me show you an example. Flip a coin. What's the odds of you getting tails? Very good. 1 in 2. 50%. Heads or tails? 2 outcomes, 1 result. If I gave you a standard deck of cards shuffled with the jokers removed, what are the odds of pulling a spade? 1 in 4 or 25%. You see what I'm saying? There's a certain amount of possible outcomes and we only want one of them. That's odds. So let's go back to that first question. What are the odds of the Toronto Maple Leafs winning the Stanley Cup this season? Well, at the time of this video being published, the playoff bracket has not been determined, so the Leafs have a 1 in 32 chance of becoming Stanley Cup champions this year. That's 3.125%. And if you said otherwise, you're just wrong. Now, if the Leafs solidify a playoff position, those odds are 1 in 16 or 6.25%. Now, if you look at one of the best analytics sites on the market, they have the Leafs at 7.5% chance of winning the cup this season. That's a little different than 3.125%. So what gives? Why are these numbers different? And here's the part that's going to cause all the analytics guys to flip their lids on me. Opinion. All right, calm down. Let me finish. From site to site to site, many people in the analytics community have different ways of doing things. They might use a different formula, they might have a different focus in mind, but it's all opinions. Now, maybe they're well-informed opinions. Maybe they have a whole lot more information than you or I, and they've got a lot more data to work with. But what are the exact odds that they did their jobs right? And I don't want anybody to take offense to this because we all make mistakes. Some people look at this room and figure it's a whole room full of mistakes. But I mean, what's the actual calculation? There's gotta be one, right? So now we've got the actual odds, and we're adding in the likelihood that the people who analyze this stuff have done their jobs perfectly, mush them all together, and after all that, is it really that much more accurate than the 3.125% we said at the beginning? So as far as odds are concerned, maybe we should just stick to what is and not what we think. Now, don't get me wrong, we've got a lot of is out there, and from that, we're gonna make a lot of opinions. All I'm asking is that we stop pretending that opinions are the same thing as 100% certain facts. Is that too much to ask? I told you this was not hockey analytics for beginners, and if you agree with me on that, then you better hit subscribe because you promised you would. Or maybe you didn't. I don't know. This is a camera. I can't actually see what you're doing. So now I'm just gonna sit here while those little end title things come up for you to select what to watch next. I wasn't kidding. This is what I'm gonna do.